Okay. Interesting. So it looks like these guys are all going to zerg off the same point. I think you're going to see a 12-man slam.
I gave them the hour and 15-minute start time, and then the match will end at 45. And
Okay.
then we'll have everyone swap, reset, and we'll start at the half an hour mark and play until the map ends.
Okay.
That'll give us our 2 rounds.
All right, we'll see how this shakes out.
If our 6 can at least hold off their 12 and we actually get a decent flank going, this could be interesting.
Well, because they have like the better side here for them, right? For getting their point faster. I'm surprised they're zerging the point versus fanning out a little bit. It's just we're gonna see how this shakes out because I mean most of the time in competitive I would not zerg like this. I'm gonna see what they do. They might fan out from here, but
I think the map would kind of dictate this.
I'm hoping. I'd like to see more of these people do.
Because our side has the advantage of terrain, their side has the advantage of getting to the checkpoint a little bit quicker. Because we can advance on multiple fronts. They're kind of limited to this north because their south is, for the lack of a better words, an open field.
Yeah, there's not much they can do from south.
Quick,
They have
Token,
to
you
go
ready?
this one way through.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
Look
Good
at
luck.
map wise from here.
Let's get it,
they
boys.
could go up as far. There's some cover going that way. They go a little further north. I'm way too fucking far north. Jesus. Maybe it's those squares. Wow, this side's really unbalanced.
Countdown.
Yeah,
Because if Germany can take that point, it should be more or less over. So
all right, here we go. Map will start.
Are our boys moving yet?
Yep. We're moving. They're moving. They're all going straight down the road on the 79th side.
Yeah.
Whereas it looks like 2nd Armored is fanning out and gaining map control.
We do have a split here. Looks like they're doing a 3-2, which would basically be another 7 on the inside pushing point. So
yeah, they're starting to send out flankers so they don't get completely enveloped.
They're going for that house.
Our southern squad's getting a little bit bunched up. We've got a little bit better map control from our northern squad here. I think they're getting funneled in a little bit by the terrain.
Let's see what happens here.
Whereas the Allied side looks like they're going straight for command of the buildings.
Yeah, everyone's going for that fucking that top building is definitely a point of power. They didn't even look out the front door yet. Well, they are.
That was a good opening rocket by the Allied side.
That top building's under fucking. They're fighting over it already.
Yep. South clear.
Okay, our machine gunner's got a 3v1. We'll see how this shakes out. Yeah, that top building's down. They could take center here. Be aggressive. Problem is that top's just gone now.
That was the OP situation. Yeah, Untel doesn't even have an OP set down yet.
I'm not sure what you're supposed to do with OPs yet, man.
Yeah, 2nd-AD is in a bit of a trouble going early on because they're going to have enfilade fire coming down from them by that second-story building in the north.
Yeah, see that one's already flanking down. That's got to be a fight you have to keep consistent on. Where did our other guys go? They go back to spawn? They have the top there?
Yeah, the OP situation is less than ideal right now for a 2nd Armored side.
Okay, well, they had an opening there. They would have been if they'd have pushed it. Oh, OP
They're
destroyer.
sending one lone machine gunner up north. I would have put a little bit more value on that.
So now they're pushing forward here. You see how they cleared the point, they counted numbers here?
Yep.
Counting numbers is very huge in comp. Had our guys counted numbers there, they could have already pushed forward and they could have locked that point. But the other side did do that. They realized how many they had killed. They knew the placement of move around by numbers. So now they're going to push forward here, and it's going to be hard for them to push in. It's going to have to come down to gunfights.
Yeah,
Who's that?
Until Squad has good control of this little line here to the south, but unfortunately it's too far back.
Dude, these guys already have this shit named. So that other house that across the street here from Checkpoint, not the 2-story, but the 1-story.
Yeah.
They call that Grandma's house. I don't know why, but Burger Boy was holding up there for a little bit.
Looks like Burger Boy is starting from scratch, and if I was him, I'd take his entire squad up to the north and then try to hit from there, while Until is fanned out over here to the south.
Oh, look at that. Machine gunner's doing some work over here. See their... Have you been able to see their OP over here?
No. I don't have access to see their OPs or anything.
Okay, I just noticed where they spawned from. That was a smart OP. We got our machine gunner back up in the house. Now they're pushing 2 to get rid of him. Where... Center's
We've got
open right now.
Jimmy and the machine gun is covering while Shep enters the building, and he just got whooped.
Woohoo. One down.
Easy Mac just hammered him.
Easy Max up here by himself.
Machine gunner versus MG. And Easy Mac took down both of them. Great work by him.
He doesn't know
Looks
there's
like,
one more coming.
Yeah, looks like Chris is going to try to get a little bit more coming.
Jester. There must have been Jester that was way out there. Trying to come up and give him back up. Got caught out.
I've noticed the 2nd-AD side is not using rocket artillery, whereas the 79th is. And
Yeah,
they just connected with one.
So, something I want to point out, how these guys know that this top house is a point of power.
Yep.
And they're really
he's down.
focusing on that. And notice how they're fighting forward to the point, not they have it. They're not fighting on the point, they're fighting in front of it.
Until just lost the southern OP. So 79th has total map control in the southern part of the map.
Let's take a look at map placement here. I mean, they're pushing up to the gates, man. Wow.
Yeah, the entire southern part of the map is under full control of the 79th.
Easy Max taking a 4v1 right now.
Until Squad is dedicated to the southern part of the map, I think they would they should realize that the southern part of the map is lost for the moment, and then just do an overwhelming attack on the north, gain control of the north, and then regroup from there. Because at this point they're just they're all the way back onto their garrison.
They finally got Easy Mag.
And their garrison decision to place it right there is kind of crappy, because they could just park a machine gunner there and just light them up the second they spawn on the garrison. These are wasted spawns.
For 1v2. Where are you? Neither one of them noticed that? Okay, they need to have get a concerted push out of here.
Yeah, both squads need to start deploying at the northern garrison. They need to realize that the southern garrison is just a kill farm. and they need to abandon it.
Yep.
Wait until they have a full force spawned on that northern garrison, and then push through with like at least 10 people, I'd say. And then try to get control of the north, because this is just not working. And we've got people just right in the middle
Getting
of
danger.
nowhere here.
Getting danger close to that line.
I'll give the 2nd-AD team credit. They are using smokes to try to keep themselves from getting completely wiped off the board, but they really need to do something. They need to realize that their strategy didn't work, and they need to adapt.
Yeah, they're sticking to it, and right now they got no plays in. They're being held off by 4 guns. 5, I should
Yep.
take it. 5 guns. Now come up 6, 7, 8. Here they come. You know. I don't think communication's happening.
There's no communications in leadership chat between Token and Entel. Nobody said anything in leadership chat.
I see that our top blocks are trying to get back there. Which
They
I
got
can
that
say
house
that
on North lockdown.
trying to get containment.
Token finally said something 10 minutes into the match. We have our first leadership communication.
We're gonna put some smokes.
It's gonna be hard, man. Like it's like these guys are more like listening to these guys talk and how they're moving and watching them. I didn't think much of that first Zerg, but its gunplay's better, their comms are better. I've heard them make call outs through command.
Yep.
They've been talking.
I think the two of us are gonna stay on the same side, so this video will be recording we'll be recording them on the second half, and then
I'm gonna show you where we fucked up here, right? For 2nd-AD.
Yep.
There is everybody and their brother together right there. At this point, they're trying to go out there and outgun them. When these other teams behind cover have lanes of sight. I can't see from that side. Maybe I should take a better look before I start.
And they're getting grouped up just in time to get whooped by the 79th Rocket Artillery.
Yeah, I think they need to go for a harder flank. That's
Yeah.
what I would do here. Go take that house from him if you can. Do something. Don't send your machine gunner and his protector. Send some gunners over there to clear it out. It'll loop because right now they're getting forced into the corner.
Yeah, I mean they're just feeding the 79th kills right now. It's a literal meat grinder.
So rockets are definitely a thing.
I think we saw the first 2nd-AD rocket launched.
Yeah.
No effect, but at least they're realizing that it's a potent weapon and they're giving it a shot now. I mean, 2nd-AD is using smokes effectively, but it's just their overall strategy that's flawed. Well, there shouldn't be two people trying to take north. There should be at least 6. Although I think they will get at least a foothold north.
Wait, who'd they move north? They moved guns.
Burger and Justa. Burger and Justa.
There we go. Sent Burger up there to do some cleaning.
They got Easy Mac up there with the machine gun as well. But both squad leaders have their OPs set on the center, which I think is a mistake. If I were
look at that lane.
Yeah. It's a fatal funnel. I have not seen that entire center approach where all of where Token, Hunter, and Jordan is a fatal funnel. All they need to do is just position a guy with a machine gun, and they're screwed. And there's two fatal funnels, and that's exactly where our guys put our OPs in, and that's just not going to work.
So who is this over here? Okay, Nupton, Voodoo, Winter. Yeah, they're fucked there, man. That's a fuck show.
Yeah,
they got to get out of there somehow, either by bouncing off to the other
They need to
Garrison
spawn
to
on the
get out of
North
it.
Garrison, and they need to get an OP up here somewhere.
I mean, you can't tell them, you know, if they have sights on them and there's nothing they can do there. You know what I mean? Like,
I know. We can only watch and then give them critiques for the next
yeah, I'm
time
not
around.
taking too much out of this match. I'm more learning what these other guys were doing,
Yeah.
and they're not blobbed. You know what I mean? There's a lot of movement out here. I have this one guy down at this other broken plane who hasn't moved from this fucking place in the last 10, 15 minutes. He's just been working that line. He's been plicking people off over there.
We're slowly starting to work around.
Well, we might have an opening on the backside. I think they're doing something. They got aggressive. Here's their opening. They need to be really aggressive here. That's something we'll talk about is once they're hearing down. You know, when you died or I won down. You know what I mean? You killed one.
Yep.
Or just yell dead when you're dead. So they know everybody around you knows.
Yeah. They might
One
be.
down.
There's no way for us to know because we can't see squad chat. So I think we'll get another missing piece of the puzzle if somebody else is recording. We do have a little bit of push in the south, though. They've regained that line of defense.
I want to see this
So-
other team's rotation because technically right now there's a 7 on. Well, there's 7 on 5.
Yeah. So if Untel and Token can push their advantage and force their way into the house, they can really start fighting back. I mean, there's 15 minutes left in this match. It's by no means over.
How is this scored? Is it whoever owns that point at the end of 30 minutes?
Correct. Whoever
That's it?
owns checkpoint with 45 minutes left wins this round.
What? If the team's fucking ponied them the whole fucking time, you know what I mean? That's kind of shitty.
The middle game doesn't really. I mean, this part. I mean, it doesn't really matter if
Two guys on my mark
the entire
until.
map. It's all about who owns the point at the end.
Copy that.
Well,
So if you get the advantage, you need to hold it. We got the center point when we did our first match against Legion, but then we gave it back.
these guys know their points.
Yes.
They've pushed right up to that line on some of them. I've caught 2 of them do it. They never crossed it.
Yeah.
I walked up on one and told him, like, hey, danger close. He's like, what? Danger close.
Yeah. Don't tell. You're not allowed to tell them that they're danger close.
Oh. Okay.
You're
Well,
technically supposed to just kick them out of the server if they are out of bounds for more than 10 seconds.
if we're trying to fight, we're fighting defensive here when we're supposed to be attacking.
Correct.
I mean, how do you beat that in this situation? I mean, smokes. We can get them deep enough to cover the line to get moving. But this guy just died over here, and I don't think anyone knows where he died from.
If the point was Rue to Gambusville and we pushed them all the way back to here, this would be perfect. Because we're completely spread out and we have the entire hedgerow covered. But unfortunately, we need to take checkpoint. This would be almost a perfect setup for defending Rue, but we're not defending Rue. We're attacking checkpoint.
Did you just use a flamethrower? I got flames. Is a flamethrower illegal in comp?
Absolutely.
Okay, did not know.
It's just never been seen before because it hasn't existed. And now 2nd Armored has lost all the gun battles and has been sitting defensively so long that they're about to lose all of their point. They've already lost one of their OPs and they just got whooped by a flamethrower. They need to give up on that southern push and realize that the north is the key to checkpoint, not the south.
Do they even know where the checkpoint, their fucking OPs are at, dude? They pinned it on the map. Holy shit. Like possible. I'm hearing them talk, dude. They're clean. This is not a bad team, man.
Well, last week these guys did 2-0 SEDH, so I would definitely expect a lot of fight from these guys. I mean, we haven't been completely cleaned off the map, and we had pushed them back into that house section. So
It's it came down to one thing. I think honestly, when we had them squared up, we did fine for gunplay. But now that it comes to this,
they're positionally destroying us.
yeah. What would be the way I would work out of this?
We have full control of the north if they would dedicate numbers forward and get rid of this southern bullshit.
Yeah.
Like those two that spawned at that top garrison, we needed everyone to spawn at that top garrison, and we just need them to rush north.
Yeah. So numbers game is a big thing we need to work on.
Yeah. There's almost too much teamwork going on our side. We need people to start pushing points and stop staying together. They need to be a lot more aggressive. I mean, these three 2nd-AD guys at the top, they need to stop staying together and working together. One of them needs to be covering the area while the other one runs forward. They can't just be sitting here. They're just going to eventually get picked off. Doesn't even matter if you kill anyone because you're not gaining any ground doing
it.
Whereas
they know where the
garrison's just atrocious.
These guys know where the Gary is, and they can farm it. That was a bad Gary placement.
Yeah.
They're even running the trench line saying, fuck it. Oh, we got some movement on the right here between Jester and them. They know they're there, though. Good shit. Now, if they're smart enough to move.
I would almost say, down to the individual soldier, 2nd Armored is better. The problem is, we're failing tactically. We don't have the map control, and we don't have the coordination. But when it comes to the individual gun battles, the 2nd Armored guys have been winning the majority of them.
Easy Mac is playing like a fucking man possessed.
Yeah, Easy Mac has been absolutely phenomenal. I mean, he held that 2nd-story building against the entire enemy squad for the better part of 5 minutes, until he was finally overwhelmed, because he got no support. Because right now, this team is woefully undervaluing the importance of this northern flank, especially considering how badly their southern flank placement is.
The southern flank's fucked. You need to reposition.
Yeah. They need to realize that this is a mismatch. The southern flank is good for the 2nd-AD side up until they lose this the hedgerow in the center of V8. Once they lose that hedgerow and they're pushed behind it, it's completely untenable, and they need to switch to a northernmost approach. And 79th is just continuing to dominate with the rocket artillery. And they just threw an insult to injury rocket on one of the downed 2nd-AD.
We got an open field runner.
Untel's trying to advance under cover of smoke in the open field. I don't hate the move. And it almost worked.
Another one going. How far is that guy forward? Man, they know that fucking line. They've yet to cross it, man.
Yep.
Okay, look, we gotta push up north now. They said, fuck it, abandon the south.
Finally.
Take some fucking pressure off that middle.
Copy. We'll keep it busy on the middle.
We have our second ever communication in leadership chat. Token is finally dedicating himself to a northern push. Let's see if the 79th sees it and adapts to it.
So here's something that's why I wanted to bring this up, right? Second squad has closed comms completely. And this is where it worries me. Because like how much of this information is actually being transferred within the squad. Responding at the same spot. They may be talking within game, but I would like to hop in there and see what's going on. I see what Token's doing. Token's staying to responsibilities, right? He's trying to run it like that, like he would, like a lock squad would. Did they just spawn a whole squad south again?
I think that's all Untel squad. I think all of Token's squad is just dead and they're needing to respawn. Token needs to get a OP up. Even if it's even if it's like right here, right next to the garrison.
Yeah, move if you can move it up, move up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
The extra 10 meters, the safe cover, and the fact that it's a 20-second respawn and not a 40-second respawn is yeah, it helps a lot.
Necro's holding down that lane the best he can.
Yep. Necro can always be counted on to hold down a position with a machine gun.
Honestly, I think they ought to flip this. Necro needs to flip the other way. So at least he can punch these holes. You know what I mean? I don't know if he can see those holes way out there.
Yeah. Yeah, Necro's skill is...
Blue's already moved. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Necro's skill has, I'd say, been wasted on this, just holding down that little funnel. Whereas his ability to traverse and everything would be...
Ooh, they almost hit the OP.
That was extremely risky. I mean, that is 2nd Armored's pretty much only hope of victory is to get a forfeit loss. But we got 5 minutes.
They rotated they rotated very well.
Yep. 79th now has basically their full squad up here defending the north, whereas they realize they don't need too many people boxing our southern attack in.
So like they got their locks and positions. There's nothing they can do. I mean, overall, I do see some good points coming out of this for 2nd Armor.
Yes. Like I said, the individual gun battles favor us. The tactics favor them.
They're just getting aggressive.
Yeah, the tactics on our side is just not there. We're outmaneuvered on all ends, and their use of the flamethrower for these tactical pushes is just perfection. Although I'm pretty sure he just lit himself on fire and killed himself. That'll be a debrief item, I'm sure. And it's perfect area denial, too. You're just holding down a line with a wall of fire that you can't cross. Even if you don't kill them, they can't advance.
So here's my question. I'm seeing a lot of this. I've seen guys not even moving and that same person getting multiple kills. Yet that same lane is tried again and again and again.
Yeah. There's no creativity and there's no flexibility on the 2nd-AD side right now. I think that's what we need to work on. This isn't working, okay, let's try something else. Not, this isn't working, let's keep on going until it does.
So we need to talk about garrison placement, because obviously they figured out the Garys, and that's ball game. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They figured out where they're coming from, and there wasn't enough avenues to come out of that Gary. Right?
Yeah.
We need to talk about avenues of exit on Garys if you were to get fucked like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That was not a good Gary placement by Untel.
I mean, we don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't know yet what it's going to turn into, but now we do. I mean, like, I don't even think, honestly, so the top Gary was not terrible. There's enough ways out of it.
Yeah, that's the one that I placed.
That's not a terrible fucking move out. There's enough cover to do something through here. You know what I mean? The problem is it comes to a choke point here at that fucking pig stall. What are we doing fucking crawling?
Well, the one good thing about that
Just has given up
garrison
and
is,
became a medic.
yeah, you
Became a medic.
can go north up to the pig stall, or you also have free access to this hedgerow here, and
The
you have
trench.
access to you have access to the trench and the center attack.
Ooh, I just saw a line of sight here. If you can do it, if you can top this top hedgerow here, you can see all the way down that gully. That's a good way. Like I guess right now we're picking gunfights versus opening gates.
Yeah.
Token.
They don't know. I don't
Yeah.
think they know
We
where the
just push
placement of everybody
bottom,
is right
Throw
now.
hella smoke so we can push up.
Yeah, that's
rocket.
what I'm thinking too. Making one more little push
Oop,
on the
Who
middle.
did that?
Well, we got 1 minute.
Burger just fucking slap somebody, dude.
Well, this is officially GG for round 1.
I'll be
I
curious.
don't see them beginning cap progress in a minute and a half. A good attempt on a rocket. Unfortunately, it fell just short of the hedgerow.
They just came to the party late on this north spawn. That's all.
Yep. A hard push on the southern end down this gully. They've got 4-on-1.
Let's see how that breaks. But they got this guy's over here. There's an overwatch if they run the inside.
Overwatch is getting pushed by an assault from behind. Looks like Hunter. And he's
That's
blocked
game,
out by
right?
smoke.
Is it?
Continue until I tell you to stop.
I'll call it for this side, I guess.
Yep, right at the 45-minute mark. And then they'll all redeploy and switch teams. And I've got a feeling that Chris might want a different Southern Gary. Alright, folks, that is game. That is game. Right,
Ball game.
hit escape, redeploy,
that's game.
and switch teams.
You
Hit
guys,
escape, redeploy, and switch teams.
Yeah, hit escape, redeploy, switch teams. Thanks, guys. Good game. That was excellent. When this match restart, I guess we'll call it when things are more fixed. So are you staying that side, or are we switching teams to aviation?
We're gonna stay so that I can record how they their leadership chat goes.
All right.
Because I recorded our lack of leadership chat in the first half, so we'll record their effective communication on this other time around.
It's a fight. How long until restart?
We're aiming for the 30-minute mark, and then we're gonna
30
play
minutes.
until the map is over.
Okay. Let me run downstairs right quick. We'll be back as fast as I can.
Are you still here?
Wait, what did you say, Aviation?
Sorry, I was trying to talk to Adams, who's obviously the guy on the other side. Does
Gotcha.
35 work for you for start time? That way we have 5 minutes in case there's any sort of an overtime period.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right, we'll start at 35 then.
Roger.
Would you like a different Southern Garrison?
Nah, we're good.
All right.
It's all good.
Really great footage so far. Thanks for the good fight on the round 1. Hopefully we'll have another good one on round 2.
Checkpoint's a very hard map in this format.
Yeah, we've seen. This match is going to help us out a lot, trying to get everything de-rusted for the very beginning of our unit.
Yeah, 18's a lot of fun. You just need, just a full team and it's just a shit ton of fun.
It actually looks like the 2nd Armored guys were winning the majority of the gun battles, but when it came to tactics and strategy, 2nd Armored was just getting completely wiped off the board.
It's very different than 5th Ace. It's like very micro squad managed. Every player needs to be at a certain like spot to cover a side of a map. It's very micro.
Yeah. Because if it doesn't really matter that the 2nd AD guys were getting more kills if you guys control 95% of the map, which is exactly what happened.
Yeah, it's all about map control at the end of the day.
We would clear almost all of you from a sector and do absolutely nothing about it. We just sit there and hold the line until you reoccupy the position instead of moving.
Guardsman has a 103-meter kill with a 1911.
That's amazing.
Damn.
He's been rocking the flamethrower.
I've been watching that. That's been really interesting to watch, especially in the close quarters areas where it's basically a funnel. They can't advance because if they walk forward, they get burned.
Be so hard for them to push up once we get it.
Guys, start time
Yeah,
time is going to be 35. Start time is going to be 35.
Okay,
Alright.
but
Thank you.
Until start time will be 35. Start time will be 35. Match will start at 35 minutes. 3-5.
We still stuck on 30?
35. I just went into the different discords and told Untel and Token, feel free to repeat that and make sure that both of them
35.
acknowledge.
Okay. Movement on 35.
Yep. Yeah, I was just having a talk with Chips. He was definitely emphasizing that 18s has a lot more micro. Hey guys, 35, not 40. 35, not 40.
Sorry.
It's all good, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good.
So we're splitting it here. Like
the
I'm not gonna
fuck,
give. I
Chips?
didn't
You
want to
giving
give
the
away
wrong
their
info.
tactics. They ran on us to them. So we'll see how this shakes.
False start, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Hang on, I can't hear you. Can you say that with your chest?
I said false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Oh, hey, now listen here. Don't do that.
That's all good, man.
Hey, aviation man. Look, if you want to play that game, I'll just pull this thing out next time.
I
I'm
can
up
hear
there.
you though.
That's all good.
35.
So satchel time? I agree.
2nd AD actually almost won last round because that one of you guys' rockets was about half a meter away from taking out the garrison.
Oh.
It was rocket as designed.
Yeah, that was very, very, very close. You'll see it on the YouTube video.
I thought I was getting way more grenade kills. I've only got one of them motherfuckers. Everything else was a rifle.
Oh, the flamethrower's been doing work though.
Thank you. Dude, my grenades have been smacking folks though, bro. Holy fuck.
All right, guys. Good luck. Hey, Max, so your rocket landed about 5 meters north of this garrison. You almost got the forfeit loss. I was holding my breath when I was watching that rocket fly.
Uh-oh. That's because Max is a game thrower.
Yep.
No.
Don't worry about
All right, guys. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. 2 minutes till the round 2 starts. Let's see how 2nd AD does with having the advantage of getting checkpoint first.
I'm hoping, man. But it looks like they split real hard.
Yep, it looks like they're doing a 6-6 split, and it looks like 79th is doing the same. So it looks like doing a top-bottom split's not a terrible idea for
That side.
the Germans at checkpoint. But
I mean, just
think
like that whole fucking field is stupid.
yeah,
Why even bother?
I really don't see a need to get there unless they're going to try to end around them. But I don't see them getting there in time. Unless they're going to go all the way around straight down this road and then do an attack north by this hedgerow and hit them on the side as they're coming up. But no team's going to let that happen. I mean, that's a dodgy. That's
too
dodgy
long.
even
Much
against
time.
blueberries.
It's way too much time.
Yeah, they're not going to send the entire team into checkpoint. There's going to be, at least 2 people covering this hedgerow. All right, 1 minute to go. We're about to find out what's going to happen here. I think if and when 2nd AD does get pushed back from the checkpoint houses, they have a better shot at making it back because it looks a little bit less hopeless. There's a lot more room in the center that they can make a coordinated push, as well as try to fight back in the north.
Why are we giving good luck token? Like,
all right, 10 seconds. 5.
spirits seem high, but
Well, that's good. All right, here we go.
I'm getting a pub mentality. This is good though, these guys, and it's kind of like you want guys to get punched in the mouth so they know what to expect, and now they'll either want to get better or they won't want this anymore.
Yeah. Well, the southern flank has fanned out. The northern flank is pushing the main road hard with 2 flankers on the north. This is very good start from 2nd AD.
This is similar to what they did before, but except for that hard push down center.
This is precisely what 79th did, except they're going with a little bit longer run.
Too long of a run.
Yeah, the southern guys. There were 3 guys in the 79th who was keeping this southern area of checkpoint.
So it looks like
the way 2nd AD did it, they had their southern flank run all the way up north, and that's just going to take too long. But it looks like 79th may get enveloped from the south.
I see it. The call-out's there. Now we have 1 person on point.
All right. Here's where the tactics would have paid off. Because with this opening, if 2nd AD had continued to
Guardsman
push in,
just schwacked 10 guys with this MG.
Oh, and then they got that fucking OP right on point.
10 fucking guys.
I don't know if that's legal, what it is.
you can put OPs wherever you want. Just, if you lose them, you're kind of fucked.
Alright, House is coming down with the whole squad.
Yep. So this is where the tactics of 2nd AD fails. Because they enveloped 79th from the south, and they did nothing with it. They held the hedgerow instead of pushing forward and enveloping them. That was their chance. Now, they've got control of the house, which is good, but they have no map control.
That flank's coming.
They have no map control, and I'm assuming they don't have any OPs at this point. Whereas 79th has solid OPs forward. They've got clear control of this house on the north. And they've got good access to these houses on the south. Whereas the southern squad under Untel
they had a
has
full
had
flank.
to... yeah, Untel Southern Squad had to respawn at that initial garrison. It has to run all the way back up. And
Yeah, I think in the future we're gonna abandon that lower squad, that lower one. That's just not worth it.
No. Well, honestly, those garrisons should be emergency spawn points. You should be spawning on the OPs, not the garrisons.
They found the OP. I hope anyway. I hope we didn't just move past that. I got it.
And then command chat's been relatively quiet. I think most of the communications is intra-unit as opposed intra-unit as opposed to inter-unit. And now they've taken checkpoint and they're going to fortify their positions, go forward, and sweep 2nd-AD off the map. As they're back to being forced to spawn on their garrison. Looks like Easy Mac is all the way back at Masson. Alright, now he's moving forward. '79th machine gunner is just got whooped by Voodoo's rocket. I was gonna say he's trying to hold down the that little wheat field in the south.
Whole northern squad just got wiped. Like the enemy squad, fuck.
I want to point this
We're
out.
gonna send a few guys
I
down.
want. Hopefully, I
to
don't see
help
those
you with
guys
the
push
wheat
that open field again. And see how it's starting to single file versus running as a squad.
Yeah.
I mean, we have longer respawns here in this game, but like.
Yeah, they need to group spawn. And right now they're getting their north garrison's getting spawn camped.
Yep.
I mean, there's a little bit of concealment on this this wheat field to the south. She's currently surrounded by two sides.
Is that an OP in the middle of that field? It is.
Oh, 2nd-AD has?
Yeah.
That's not terrible.
No. Problem is when you spawn, everybody stands up.
Yeah. But if it's under continuous smoke, that is less of an issue. You just have everyone hit the deck. Chief got two 79th before Canuck finished him off. Guardsman
they're being very aggressive in their flanks here. Now.
Yep. Guardsman has moved up and has got his machine gun basically covering this entire wheat field. All he really needs to do is just keep on sweeping back and forth and just mow everyone down, which is exactly what he's doing right now.
Someone's sniping him off the fucking OP.
Yeah, the northern garrison is not working out too well for 2nd-AD.
That's still your best. Like the rest of it down there is just abysmal.
Yeah, this is still their best shot at actually getting anything captured. I like Easy Mac's position because we have to establish something. So you got to hold down that little line. He just got headshotted right there. But I don't hate having him on that hedgerow with an MG. Just
Token waited for his squad. That was good. That was good comp play right there. He waited for it, held a lane. But they know they gotta get these guys out of this fucking crick.
They've got the numbers. Problem is, you never really know that you have the numbers.
Feckle and MG's dead for now.
Jordan with a rocket attempt almost got it. Justice pushed forward into the trench.
Your hayfield's burnt, man.
Yeah, the hayfield is gone. They don't really have too much of a shot on that. I would like to see both squads up here on the north. One pushing this north road.
OP
into
burnt
checkpoint,
in the
one
wheat.
pushing this south, the little creek going into checkpoint.
Something, man. Because they're about to get fucking hugged up. I think we're focusing. They're focusing too much on
Feckle,
responsibilities.
our squad
and
is
sticking
holding
to
down the
game
riverbed
plan
and the
not
main road.
adapting.
Roger.
Yeah.
The information's just not flowing yet. That's fine.
The individual skill is not something we need to work on. We have that in spades. It's the tactics and the teamwork and the experience is what 2nd-AD needs right now.
I find it interesting how these guys will hold an angle.
One thing I have noticed is 2nd-AD has adapted and has used the rocket artillery a lot more.
Yeah.
We're seeing a lot of rockets fly.
Nobody's left, right?
No, 13 players on both sides.
Good, okay. That's one big thing I was worried about, somebody rage quitting.
So, Guardsman, the machine gunner on the south flank, is actually blasting music over proximity chat while he hoses down the southern flank.
I think that was a dude that was getting super toxic for no good reason over vicinity check. Oh my god, I
Yeah.
can hear them on the opposite team, right?
No, you can't hear him on the opposite team. That's for his own personal enjoyment and maybe the morale of his teammates. But yeah, it's just blasting German music while hosing down that area with a machine gun.
Okay, here's a look at this play off the creek. Still not great. You know what I mean? Because they can be seen.
Yep.
But something's happening. They're evolving.
They're going, yeah, Hunter's going back behind cover instead of advancing into the area that he just gained control of. Token has advanced.
I don't know how this other dude isn't seeing them.
Hunter needs to move forward onto this corner. I think he's,
He's looking the other way.
yeah, Chuck's looking the other way. Hunter's starting to make a move. Hunter got shot. He's drawing a little bit of ire from the north, and
Yeah, Chuck turned.
yeah. I'm not sure if I'm missing it or if it's not happening, but 2nd-AD is using a lot of smokes, but I'm not seeing a lot of frag grenade use.
No, well, I don't think they're close enough to get to him yet. You know what I mean? It's
Hey,
been
they're
a lot of
pushing up
long
your creek
range.
bed
They've
from the
been reaching
house.
out and touching them.
Yeah.
This got killed from my left.
I mean, they're doing a good job of advancing under smoke cover, but you also need to advance under frag cover. It doesn't even matter if you don't think that they're that close. You might get somebody who's advancing. You never really truly know how close you are to the enemy.
They're going down this
I mean,
fucking
this is
murder hole over here.
They're a little bit too cautious.
I mean, you don't want to, like, with the respawns, you kind of want to be cautious, but, like, this other team's not afraid to lose a hole, because then you watch the rotation. Like, in the minutes that that guy goes down, there's a rotate.
Oh, that's a good rocket.
We got two there, didn't he?
No, I think Jordan had one. The other one was shot down by Easy Mac.
Okay, this is where you would abandon that south road. We start getting some dubs up here, abandon, and get another push.
Yeah. Now everybody's bunched up right now. They need to start pushing forward.
You got a whole, like, 4 dudes over here just chilling.
There we go. Until starting to move forward. Oh, he's still being a little bit too cautious. You've got 4 people. You can run one forward. Now we just lost 2 of them, and there come the rockets. They're given 79th time to adapt.
Yeah. Versus getting a punch and moving. I think when they see this, they'll be like, "Fuck, man! There's a lot of doors we could have opened there."
Yeah. This is like playing a fighting game and punching the dude until he's staggered, and then waiting for him to finish the staggered animation, and like giving him a time to get back up.
Baker
again.
Garrison mark accurate.
Yep.
You have to follow through on these combos. Good rocket play on both sides. They're not connecting, but they're exactly where the target's intended. I can tell that both sides have been practicing with their bazookas and Panzer Shreks. That was ambitious.
Yeah. He's like,
I'm not sure I would have went for the 200-meter rocket snipe.
why did that smoke, like, why did token smoke go off on him? Or
He might have gotten shot as he was preparing to throw it.
could have been. Like right now, I mean,
This is a good pushback.
yeah, they're doing.
If they
There's
could just-
movement here.
Yeah, if they could advance a little bit forward, Chips' OP is going to go down, and they'll have a clean road to try to retake checkpoint. This game is not by any means over. This is a lot closer than the other one was. The other one, they really didn't have a chance to come back. This one, if they can organize the push down these 2 little embankments here, one on the road, one on the creek, I think they have a real good shot at least getting back into the building and making a good fight for checkpoint.
There you go,
And
Burger.
here we go. We've got a 4v1 on the road right now. If they can push forward, clean road. If they push right forward right now
Oh, there it is.
and get there before that spawn, okay. Easy Mac is setting up with the machine gun. They need more numbers forward. It's 6 on 3 right now.
Gotta move
Push,
quickly.
push. Use that momentum. Use that impetus to your advantage. Throw grenades. Here we go. They realize it. They realize it.
A
They're
lot of
pushing.
people north
Almost
near
like
us.
the whole inside of one.
Go make me another bowl.
Roger, we're dealing with a squad down here.
Okay.
I don't get fed.
We're dealing with 3 squads up here.
Grab Daddy's bowl.
Roger, dealing with 4 down
Let
here.
him carry a bowl and see how that's gonna work out. He's got a hold of my finger. He's got he's got a death grip on it. Okay. Enjoy
The
that.
southern.
I'll trade you.
No. That was good. That was a good little rocket there to put it in the center.
Yep. Yep. They had their opportunity and now it's gone. They had a complete
gave
open
the
line
other
to
team-
checkpoint and
The
they
other team had
abandoned
an
their
opportunity to rotate. Yeah.
Yeah, they abandoned their attack on the creek and they went to commit south again. I think if they kept Necro down here doing what he's doing, making a giant fuss down south,
That's
and
enough.
that should be sufficient, because Necro down there with his MG can make enough of a nuisance to make them think that there's at least 3 people down there. And I think that's what they're trying right now. Token Squad has spawned back near the creek. Let's see if they try to retake the creek.
I see a long flank to the top here. Oh, he died. Never mind.
I think Easy Mac was just trying to get back to his position right here on this hedgerow, so that he can get an enfilade fire on the road there. So now they just need to reset and try again. There's still 13 minutes left in this match. And the hero of this game is Guardsman right here. He's not broadcasting the music anymore, but he's still, he's been pushed back a little bit, but he's still on his little MG, typing away like a typewriter. They're trying to risky flank south, and it's been seen by the MG.
Did they lay down on their bellies?
That's all of that. Burger's going to go for a smoke, but there's nothing there. 2nd AD is going for the road again and is meeting with some success. They've got 2 kills to 0. They're working in pairs, advancing together. This is good to see. We've got Untel and Easy Mac covering the northern flank while the other 2 are working in pairs. This is something that they worked on before, breaking off into 2s. And it looks like it's working. We actually have 2 rocket boys right next to each other leading the advance. Let's see how this works. If Voodoo gets a good rocket here, this is... Nope.
Yeah, I haven't seen much for grenades.
That didn't work. Yeah, we
You
need...
look at Easy Mac, he's rotating over.
And he's going to try to hold this line. He's going to hold the position until the rest of the squad respawns. We've got another pair trying the creek again. Hunter and
Damn,
Murder
that
Boy.
shot was fucking good from deep.
Until is sitting back here. And he ran into an open field and got whooped. That's not what you want to see. A few more rockets being traded. And another opportunity to... Yeah, this whole southern push just is not working for 2nd-AD, and I'd really wish they'd give up on it.
It's a dead push. I think the other team knew that. They can throw it down there. We ain't gonna fucking use it.
Yeah.
Just considering you nearly have a fucking fortress here with fucking walls and everything else. You know what I mean? On this other side.
Yeah. No, you need... The southern squad needed to focus on advancing up this creek. The northern squad needed to focus on advancing up this road. And you need Necro down south, where they're doing this advance right now. Necro right where he is down south, causing a nuisance with his machine gun. And you needed Easy Mac up here on this hedgerow, making a nuisance with his machine gun. And I think you've got a decent shot at trying to push back on the checkpoint. Just under 10 minutes left to go. We have a breakthrough by Easy Mac on the creek. He's got a complete open road to checkpoint.
They're talking about pushing all south or all north.
Easy Mac has a completely open road to checkpoint if he's not observed. And nobody sees him. Nope, Jimmy's looking. Yeah, Jimmy sees him. Jimmy might have told his teammates. But right now, Easy Mac's got an open road to checkpoint right now.
You think he get well? I think he's.
They know about it. Yep, he's being hunted by Shep.
I'm
Someone
curious
broke
how they
through
know
our
about
lines and went into point from the riverbed.
Okay, there's been a call out in command chat. They know that Easy Mac has broken through. This would be absolutely game changing if this were a squad leader. But with Easy Mac's skill, he can easily get into one of these buildings.
He's a machine gunner, though, man. Like,
yeah, but he could hold off and he could draw 5 or 6 people.
he's dealing with a fucking full auto too.
Okay, he did a good move. He broke contact.
He's got 2 coming back for him.
He's breaking contact.
3.
This is brilliant. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. They're going to push north and they're going to sweep the remnants in because there's going to be 3 or 4 people chasing Easy Mac. All Easy Mac has to do is not die. He needs to find a place and hide. And that's exactly what he's doing. I wish he found a little bit better hiding spot than this, or maybe pushed even further back.
Just keep fucking going.
Just keep running.
Yeah, we got a fucking 8 on 2 right now, and nothing's happened. They're still hunting for him.
They're still hunting for him. He's drawn off 3. This is This is fucking brilliant. Easy Mac's definitely going to be winning a Purple Heart for this one. Meanwhile, on the northern push, we just have absolutely dominating numbers, but they're not being aggressive enough in their push. They're starting to advance forward now, but it really needs to be more.
I think Easy Mac's
They really
going
need
down.
to get
Oh,
it on.
Easy Mac got the
Easy Mac
motherfucker.
won the gun battle. Now he needs to break contact and find a new hiding spot. And he's doing it. This is brilliant play by Easy Mac.
Run out. Yeah, let these two fucking chase him. They are chasing him.
I mean, this is a DSC on the spot if they come back and win this. This is unbelievable gameplay by Easy Mac.
Oh. Got one dude over here, got a 3-piece. No call out. 4-piece, no call out. 5, no call out.
Yeah.
6, 7.
Squad wipe.
You got 7 people there. Mind you, some of that might have coming from fucking somewhere else, but like, that dude's running rampant out there. Who is that? Chips?
I don't know. Right now it's the Easy Mac show. I don't think they see him yet.
No, he's rotating all the way the fuck around.
He's going for the machine gunner. He's gonna go for the MG.
Oh, he got shot.
Is he actually? Did he actually get hit, or is he just got?
I thought I saw pink. I thought
Yeah, he's
Garzin.
managing.
Ficklin told Garzin that he's
he
a
got
guy going
shoved
on
back down.
Garzman, you got a guy pushing you.
They just notified the machine gunner that there's somebody pushing him.
I'm seeing no communication coming
If they
from Intel's group.
Where from?
Amazingly enough, if they rotated
I
to
don't know,
all
it's
south,
just-
it might work.
At this point,
But Easy Mac has absolutely flummoxed the enemy team right now. This is
they're abandoning him. Like, fuck it,
unbelievable
one
work.
dude. Like, if,
Yeah.
right now, I tell him like, fuck it. If knowing what I know now, rotate back.
He's going after the MG, but the MG is moved all the way up. We're about to see some MG on MG violence, possibly.
Token squad. Yeah, so that was token squads. Has they been taking the water? Is what's happening here, and then they swapped up. Until was taking the road.
Yeah, they're doing their double team with the creek and the road, but they're not coordinated.
So
they need to
yeah,
wait
so
until
that was-
both squads are fully formed and then make.
that was Until squad that I just watched gets wiped by one dude.
Yeah.
It's just growth, man. It's building blocks.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there
And-
there are some absolutely wonderful things that we've seen so far, and there's a lot to be built from this. We've got 4 minutes remaining. UC Mac is still uncontested behind enemy lines.
He might as well just go back to point at this point. He's like, fuck it, go cap it.
He could actually start cap progress if all of 2nd AD was alive at the same time. The fact that Easy Mac is in the cap circle, he would actually start getting cap progress. I think he's running around trying to find their OPs, or he might be trying. Oh, is he trying to get behind them? Is he?
He's going so deep. Like, he's almost pushing that point of no return.
Is he going to try to take the road from the rear? I think right now he's trying to make it into the 2-story building. He's going to get up there and realize that there's not a firing lane in. I would love to see if he could try to take the road from the rear. I mean, even if he just runs up there, he ends up taking out the OP up there. That could still end the game.
Yep. They gave up on worrying about him. There's
Yeah.
one up in the building.
They wrote him off.
Which I mean, at some point you have to. One dude, whatever, you know.
Yeah, he realized he doesn't have a shot. Now he's probably gonna try to hit the road from behind. The question is, does he have enough time? If cap progress begins, we will have overtime until that cap progress is resolved.
Thank you, dear.
Here he goes. He's gonna take the road from behind. This is the last hurrah of 2nd Armored right here. No, he's going into the point.
I mean, it's something.
Nope. He's going into the building. He's gonna
Until
set
the
up
squad
here.
is just stuck in
Oh,
a
he's
hole,
gonna,
man.
he is gonna maybe take this from behind. Nope, he doesn't see anything. He doesn't see anything. Man, if he actually took out the OP, this would be unbelievable.
I haven't heard anything about their OPs on this other side, or a movement like that, and there hasn't been any chatter between squads in a while. So we have a pub mentality we gotta break.
Yeah. Easy Mac has announced his presence behind the enemy lines. He's got 1 kill. Nothing in command chat that they've been
Flag on
flanked.
50.
Raj.
There goes Easy Mac. Going ham.
Oh my god. Oh my god. There is still time. 1 minute remaining. If they can start getting cap progress. Easy Mac is breaking contact. This is brilliant play. And he's in the cap point.
The 2nd Armor's kind of giving up at this point. Jester's running through an
Yeah.
open field.
Easy Mac's making a move for it. 14, 13. Oh my god. Easy Mac.
Yeah,
He's gonna
getting
get the OP out with seconds to go. He got the OP
Oh.
and he died. Oh my god. That's game, guys. That's game. Great fight. Great fight. Thanks for coming.
ball game, folks.
So here we go. 2nd Armored nil, 79th 2. But wow, what a hell of a game.
Ceasefire. Ceasefire.
Unbelievable. Definitely a lot of talking points and definitely a lot to learn.
I'm not going to be hypercritical about this. I'm just going to talk about
No,
the same stuff I've been pushing for a while.
I agree. I'm going to kill the video.
Okay.